The storm outside wouldn't let up. Sheets of rain hammered against the windows, rattling the old house in upstate New York like it was trying to shake loose every secret inside. I remember standing in the kitchen that night, the dim light of a single candle casting shadows on the marble counters. My name is Emily Parker, and at 39, I found myself staring at the bottom of a wine glass, wondering how my life had drifted into this hollow version of what I once imagined. My husband, David Parker, had been gone for days, another business trip, another excuse. His presence in our marriage had become more like a ghost, steady, predictable, but distant to the point of vanishing. The kind of man who paid the bills on time but never looked into my eyes long enough to notice they were searching for him. And then there was Noah, David's son from his first marriage. 19 years old, quiet, guarded. He moved through the house like smoke, barely there, yet impossible not to notice. His dark hair fell into his eyes, his shoulders always hunched, as though he was carrying a weight no one else could see. I tried, in small ways, to reach him. Leaving his favorite snacks on the counter, asking about his college classes, cooking dinners that often went untouched. But he was wrapped in silence, and David never seemed to notice. That was the part that haunted me most, not just my loneliness, but Noah's too. Two people under the same roof, both unseen. It started one ordinary Monday in the laundry room. The hum of the washing machine filled the silence as I folded shirts, sweaters, and gym clothes. That's when I noticed something in Noah's laundry, a detail I hadn't meant to see, but couldn't unsee. My hands froze, my heart stumbled. I told myself it was nothing, just fabric, just clothes. But the image branded itself into my thoughts, a spark of curiosity I didn't want, but couldn't shake. Later that day, I saw Noah limping slightly after soccer practice. His voice, when I asked if he was okay, was fragile. "It's just hard sometimes," he mumbled, his hoodie swallowing his frame. The words lingered. Hard sometimes. I couldn't stop replaying them in my head. Was it an injury? Something deeper? Nights became restless. I'd lie awake, listening to the storm outside or the silence inside, both equally deafening. And then, slowly, Noah began asking questions. Not the kind you could dismiss with quick answers, questions that cracked open the fragile shell he lived inside. "What makes a guy normal?" he asked one evening, his voice so low I almost missed it. Another night, while drying dishes side by side, he whispered, "What if someone feels different in their own skin?" His questions weren't casual. They were confessions in disguise. A search for reassurance. I told myself I was only being supportive, giving him what his father never could, an ear that listened, a voice that cared. But somewhere inside me, I felt the shift. The way his eyes lingered on me. The way I found myself waiting for his footsteps in the hallway. Loneliness can do strange things. It blurs lines you thought you'd never cross. One night, the power went out during another storm. The house was swallowed by darkness, save for the flickering glow of candles. I sat on the couch, wrapped in a blanket, when Noah walked in. His hoodie was damp, his hair clung to his forehead. Without a word, he sat beside me. Closer than usual. We shared the blanket. I felt the warmth of his shoulder press against mine, subtle but undeniable. The storm outside seemed to echo the storm inside me. His voice broke the silence, trembling with a fear he couldn't hide. What if I'm never enough for anyone? What if people always walk away? I turned toward him, my chest aching. He looked so young, so lost, but also so desperate to be seen. "You're not broken, Noah," I whispered. "There's nothing wrong with you." He stared at me like he wanted to believe, but couldn't. Then, almost too quietly to hear, he asked, "Would you help me understand what it means? What it's supposed to feel like?" My breath caught. My mind screamed no, but my heart, my lonely, aching heart, whispered he needs you. And in that moment, the boundaries I thought I'd always honor began to blur. I didn't pull away when his hand brushed mine. I didn't stop him when his eyes searched mine for an answer I shouldn't have given. That night, something fragile broke, or maybe it was already broken, and we just stepped into the cracks. The morning after felt heavier. Noah avoided me, his silence louder than any storm. Days passed with distance between us. He slipped out early, came home late, kept his door locked. The fragile connection we had built now felt like shattered glass between us. And then, I found the note. Folded neatly on my nightstand, my name written in Noah's careful handwriting. I haven't opened it yet. It sits in my pocket, its weight heavier than it should be. A symbol of the choice I made. A choice I can't undo. I still walk through this house, its polished floors, its quiet rooms, its untouched dinners, and I feel like a stranger inside my own life. David still doesn't notice. Maybe he never will. But I notice. I notice everything. I see the woman in the mirror who blurred the line between protector and something else. The woman who let loneliness cloud her judgment. The woman who doesn't know if she's the villain in this story, or simply human. Maybe I'm both. And now, all that's left between me and the truth is a folded note I'm too afraid to open.